WrestleMania 41 delivered plenty of unforgettable moments, but one of the most talked about clashes was the showdown between the rising star Tiffany Stratton and the Queen herself, Charlotte Flair. In a match that had the WWE Universe buzzing from the moment it was announced, Stratton pulled off the biggest win of her career by defeating Flair and retaining the WWE Women's Championship. This story began months earlier when Charlotte Flair returned from injury and entered the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble with a mission. She wasn't just looking for a comeback, she was aiming for dominance. After outlasting 29 other women, Flair made her choice known loud and clear. She wanted Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania. Many were surprised. Why not go after a familiar rival? But Flair had a point to prove, and a new champion to humble. Stratton, often called the center of the universe, had been making waves since winning the title, showcasing charisma, agility, and confidence. But despite her rising popularity, some fans still saw her as untested on the biggest stage. Flair's challenge was seen as the ultimate test, a trial by fire. For weeks leading up to WrestleMania, the tension grew. The two women clashed in interviews, in backstage segments, and most memorably, in a chaotic brawl on SmackDown in Barcelona where Stratton hit a breathtaking moonsault off the top rope onto Flair and several officials. That moment changed the perception of Stratton for many. She wasn't just a flashy newcomer anymore, she was serious, fearless, and willing to risk it all. Flair, on the other hand, looked as focused as ever. With 14 world titles under her belt, she wasn't just fighting for another championship, she was fighting to remind the world of who she was. This wasn't just a match for gold, it was a battle for legacy. When the lights hit the ring at WrestleMania 41, the atmosphere was electric. The crowd was split, half cheering the established queen, and half rooting for the stylish underdog. From the opening bell, the match was a masterpiece of storytelling and athleticism. Flair brought her trademark chops, power moves, and ring psychology. Stratton answered with speed, reversals, and jaw-dropping aerial attacks. Several times during the match, it looked like Flair had it won. A perfectly executed natural selection. A figure-8 submission locked in tight. But Stratton refused to tap. The grit she showed stunned even her harshest critics. Slowly, the tide turned. Stratton counted a spear into a cradle for a near fall. Then, in a highlight reel moment, she landed a picture-perfect prettiest moonsault ever from the top rope, and the arena erupted. The 3-count hit. Tiffany Stratton had done the unthinkable. She didn't just survive Charlotte Flair, she beat her clean in the middle of the ring. As the referee raised her hand, Stratton was overwhelmed with emotion. This was more than a title defense, this was her moment of arrival. Her coronation on the grandest stage of them all. Flair, ever the professional, sat stunned in the ring before slowly nodding in respect. She didn't offer a handshake, not her style, but the gesture was clear. Stratton had earned her place. And the WWE Women's Division had a new centerpiece. As WrestleMania 41 fades into history, one thing is certain. Tiffany Stratton is no longer the future of WWE, she is the now. And after slaying the Queen, the world will be watching what the reigning champion does next.